guys, it's John here from Horror Fiend Reviews, and today is day 22 of the 31 Days of Horror. Today we're going to be talking about Deathgasm. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So Deathgasm is a movie that I was really looking forward to. It came out a couple of years ago. It was in about 2015 that it first came out, but just before that I'd heard a lot of buzz about it. There was a lot of trailers going around. I absolutely had to see this movie. It's the great mix of horror movies, comedy and metal music, which in my opinion is a perfect movie. It's a New Zealand horror movie. They typically have a great track record of producing great horror movies. If you've ever seen the Loved Ones, that's another typical example of a great Australian, New Zealand horror movie. I was going to include that movie in my 31 Days of Horror, but I decided against it, and I picked Deathgasm instead. Deathgasm follows Brody, who is sent to live with his aunt, uncle and his cousin, who's a bit of a shithead, all because his mum's been institutionalised for a very odd reason, so he ends up moving to live with them. He's got these two sort of weirdo friends, and he's just obsessed with metal music. That's all he cares about. He then bumps into this guy in a record store called Zach, notices that he sort of listens to similar music, so they end up sparking up a friendship and then decide to create a band. Zach then tells him about this sheet of music from this famous musician that lives in the town. They then go to this abandoned building and find that the guy is still there. They then steal the music, and it's said that if you play this music, it'll give you everything from wealth to immortality, essentially. So they transpose the music and play it. It then turns the town into this ravaging group of just zombies with just blood oozing out of everywhere. They first see that the teacher starts puking out this black mucus stuff all over this chick. It's just a really funny movie. It's extremely graphic in terms of the violence and the gore, but damn, this is a funny movie. Some of the dialogue's really great between Zach and Brody. Brody's a bit more naive than what Zach is. Zach's pretty brutal. My favourite scene of all time in this movie is when they then have to fight Brody's aunt and uncle, who have then turned into zombies. They end up attacking them with sex toys, which at the very beginning of the movie, when he first goes to meet his aunt and uncle, they are crazy religious Christian people who are very strict in the way that they live their lives, and it's just this weird turn where it turns out they're actually just these crazy sex maniacs, and they have this huge fight scene with all these sex toys. It's absolutely hilarious. It was an awesome movie. I absolutely loved it. The soundtrack is amazing. If you love metal music, then you're going to absolutely love this movie on that basis alone. If you love the gore and you love the violence and you love the comedy, then that's a huge added bonus to the metal music. The soundtrack is awesome. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you seen Deathgasm? Are there any other horror comedies that are similar that you'd want me to check out? Let me know your suggestions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my Twitter and my Instagram down below. And also, just off to the side, I've got one of my friends' YouTube channels there as well if you want to give them a check out as well. But this has been Horror Fiend Reviews. I've been John, and I'll catch you later.